they could pay. And if they want to go out to a restaurant, it's expensive. And the Soviets understand this. And some of the wealthier Saudis understand this, and others understand this. And so their income somehow gets supplemented. And as their income gets supplemented, their votes get affected also, which is not unreasonable to expect. And I think, therefore, that is a reality that we must come to appreciate and understand. I don't know whether that's the situation today or not. But again, I guess I would summarize what I'm trying to say here today is that we have a serious problem. I am not certain that we of the Jewish community and others are doing all that we can to deal constructively with that problem. And holding meetings is vital to educate, but it doesn't always produce the results. And I think what the leadership of the Jewish communities, including the seminaries, including the yeshivas that exist, have to educate politically as well. And understand that certainly in a democracy, the fundamental decision-making is a political process. Well, I've just been notified that my time is up, but I do want to, again, thank Ann Bajewski for having this meeting. And I think it is essential and possible to have a constructive effect. This is not a lost case, but it requires the kind of organization, the kind of centrality of objective, and the kind of dedication throughout the Jewish community, because we are strong if we can be working together to accomplish a goal. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Time for speaking. It's only 10 after.
Do you want to take questions? Do you prefer questions or no?
Sure.
We have time just for 2 questions, which I'll take together. Is there a microphone? But please be very brief, because
okay.
We just
and
have...
Thank you very much. I'm Peter Burkowski from AAJLJ. Ambassador Kampelman, meaning no disrespect because I hold you in very high esteem, but I'm going to direct my question to another ambassador who is not on the dais right now because time precluded us before from asking questions. Ambassador Carmon said he justified our...
well, excuse me for 1 second. We have only 2 opportunities to speak to Ambassador Kampelman. If you don't want to direct it to Ambassador Kampelman, can you
perhaps he can respond to
time?
this on behalf of Ambassador Carmon then?
I don't think so. Do you have a question?
Why don't you give me a chance and maybe you'll see.
We'll direct your question to Ambassador Kampelman.
I'll pass then.
Hi. I just wanted to ask simply, in your unscientific estimate of the rabbis around Washington, did that include Orthodox and conservative rabbis who didn't think Mr. Bolton should be confirmed?
Whether what?
Whether Orthodox and conservative rabbis along Washington also didn't
It's hard
want
to believe.
And if so, why?
I have not made a study as to how our rabbis voted or believed with respect to these issues, but I would make an estimate that there are not many differences between the Reform, the Conservative, and the Orthodox with respect to this question. I hope I'm wrong, because, and I say this only on the basis and of Bolton's being here this morning and my comment about Bolton, because I made lots of inquiries on that occasion when the votes were taking place. And I can tell you, I did not get many reactions or any significant reactions, at least from the Washington clergy and rabbinate to get themselves on this issue. Now, maybe it's different in the areas you live in.
And just Nick Rostow.
Ambassador Kampelman, I want to take this occasion to say how much I'm delighted to see you here in good health. I wish you many, many years of leadership. You've been a role model for generations of young Americans, and I hope you will continue to be so in the future. I have a question, however. Over lunch, we were discussing the fact that meetings such as this, well-constructed, well-attended, are mainly Jews talking to Jews. And how can we broaden the participation in the dialogue? It's a very great problem in my view, and I would welcome your views on that.
Well, obviously, I would say the first thing I'd like to see done is for the Jewish community to be itself better organized and better effective insofar as the public is concerned. You know, we've got tremendous talent in this country, tremendous talent, and tremendous opportunities in this country. I, for example, asked some time ago a number of the theological seminaries in the rabbinate, and I was really quite disappointed in learning that the issue of civics, the issue of broader responsibilities, were not as evident as I had hoped that they would be, because the rabbinate is very influential in the Jewish community, whether it's Orthodox or whatever they are. And there may be exceptions to this. I hope there are, just that this was some time ago when I made the inquiry.
Well, thank you again from behalf of all of us.
Thank you.